impunity. With impunity. They opened the borders, and the Fulanis from the Sahel swooped in. They thronged in. You saw the borders open. They were actually coming in. Not only that, you watched the children being registered to vote. The Yorubas were there looking, moping like sheep. Nobody said anything. The people of Middle Belt were there moping like sheep. Nobody said anything. Everybody was looking. Oh, the Biafrans, nobody said anything. They were moping. And the Sahelians, the Malians and the Chadians, they trooped in. They voted. Not counting those that were killed, our European masters came. The election was fair and square. Yes, it was fair and square. Oh, nobody said anything. This one is coming. Oh, 2023, we are going to conduct another election of people from the south. You will not have a piece of the election with regard to the presidency. You will not be there. Oh, you are one Nigeria, but you are not opportuned. You are not qualified. The candidate, the qualified candidate must come from the north. And otherwise, Arewa. We are watching. How much longer can we keep watching? How much longer? A country. Since 1960, they acted like they are going to wake up. Things were moving. And then the legs fell off. No running water. No electricity. No road. No hospitals. Working hospitals. No schools. '70, '71, '72, '73, '70-10, '80-10, '90-10, '20. As the further we go or increase in number, the worse the situation gets. On what grounds? Nobody knows. Nobody can tell. Where are the sufferers? Where are the sufferers? Where are the victims? They are not talking. They can talk, but not on the right atmosphere. When those perpetrating the destabilization, when those perpetrating the carnage show up, the same sufferers will run around behind them, praising them with their title, the honorables. And they convince them again with bags of rice. Not that you will get a bag of rice. You will get 2 cups at most. Check yourself, examine yourself very well, and ask yourself this question. Of all my life, of all my freedom, of all my future projects. What I am worth is a cup of rice. Upon my educational qualifications, which would have led me into a very profitable appointment to compensate me for my education. What you get is a cup of rice. With no shame, they line up and accept it. The rich gets richer. Those that are the upper bracket, they have made their class division. You have the elites. You have the jobbers. And you have the miscreants. Nobody's talking. And they come to you that they are your politicians, they are your House of Rep members, they are your senators, they are your judiciary members. You have not held any of them accountable. The fault is yours. You give them a shot on their arms, you are encouraging them. And it will continue to happen. These same people are the ones that are killing, maiming, ravaging your forests. Why are they doing it? You have the federal constitution fraudulently drafted that stripped you of your property, stripped you of your land and your river or rivers or waterways. You're not talking. If you look at the causes and effect of not being one, it's not that the Oduduwans don't know what is happening. They know. It's not that Middle Belt don't know what is happening. They know. It's not that the Biafrans don't know what is happening. They know. But the magnetizing force there is that they are all different. The Oduduwans are different. The Middle Belt, they are different. The Arawas are different. The Biafrans are different. Therefore, if there is an issue arising, why do you expect an Oduduwa to come and fight for somebody from Middle Belt? Why do you want somebody from Middle Belt to bear the responsibility of the freedom of a Biafran or an Oduduwa person? It is only the Biafrans that are alerting the others that this is what is happening. And I have to thank our able Dr. Ayo Adebanjo. You see, it takes a man to stand up and say the correct thing, just like our leader, Mazi Nnamdi. when he pioneered the freedom of expression, our leader pioneered the freedom of expression under oppression. Dino Melody was the one that took the opportunity. If I cannot talk, and I will die, and if I talk, I will die, I might as well start talking and then start dying. Thanks to our leader, Mazi Nnamdi. See all these notable people that are coming out to speak. That's the handwork of our leader. Today they are holding him for paving the way, for telling the truth about what is happening. If he is the light, if he is the one that exposed the lies that is benefiting the oppressors, and our leader was able to inform you that your oppressors are oppressing you, and I, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will take the lead by telling the truth, by exposing you. Today he's being tortured. How many of the Oduduwas have stood up to say he must be released immediately? How many? Even the owners of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafrans. How many? The middle belt, how many? I'm not talking about the perpetrators, the Arewas. It is not that they don't know that what the government is doing is wrong. The expulsion of your conscience from the truth, you expelled your conscience. You don't have any. You purged it from yourself. Well, that's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He's not a Yoruba man. Remember Sowore? Biafrans didn't say he's not a Biafra. They fought for him. See the difference. This is why it will be difficult to maintain that concocted country called Nigeria. It will be very difficult. This is why the Arewas are very afraid. Anytime the power shifts, then they decide that's when it's time to secede. That is the time to go, go your own way, Arabarize yourself. Because they know that the opportunity to continue oppressing others is fast approaching. Therefore, they get nervous and tell you, we are going to Arabarize ourselves. Do you blame them? Do you blame them? Absolutely not. They're in the seat of power. They are in the seat of power. Let's Let's ask ourselves this question. How much longer can we continue to live with these lies? How much longer? That Tayo Adebanjo told you from his statement. You will know that there is no country. There was a sign of country in the 60s. And then it disappeared. We failed to take the train that said that was going to your tent, O Israel. We let the train pass us. We were late. And now the fallout is so huge that all of us are suffering. We are all suffering. It is very disheartening, as I can say. There will be gatherings. The Oduduwans, the Ambazonians, and the Biafrans. We must stand tall. We must be honest to ourselves. And we must do it without any bias. We must do it because that's our responsibility, to salvage what is left, to win ourselves from these politicians. And the means is to go to Brussels, European Union, and call their attention to our plight. Not that they are innocent. They are not. But the thing is this. We are the victims of the doctrine of Europe. They have a doctrine. They have a policy they placed to work against us. It is proper we go there and demonstrate. This is what is happening to us. We have been talking about Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. It's not only Biafra. The Oduduwans are up. Now they understand what the Biafrans are saying. Now they are more determined than ever. They are. When I mean they are, the Europeans are playing on your intelligence. Go to their domot. Stay there, call their attention. This is what is happening to the South. 1 million march in Brussels, Belgium, 14th and 15th of June 2022 at the European Union headquarters in Brussels. That is where you have European Union. There will be 3 countries there present. The Biafrans, the Oduduwas, and the Ambazonians. They will be there. they will protest. Does it not surprise you that we are going to Brussels to protest? What about African Union? We copy. All the unions being set up have a purpose to effect a change, to effect a policy that will benefit your own people. African Union, what is your policy? African Union, do you have a doctrine? African Union, do you have standard you set that will guide you? If you do, and African Union, if you do and you are watching and you are witnessing what is happening in Europe and Africa, especially West Africa, especially Southern Nigeria, African Union, where does your responsibility lie? African Union, what is your responsibility? African Union, where are your members? And when do you swing into action? Do you have a enforcement branch? Militarily, I'm saying. To say yes, genocide is being meted against Southerners from Nigeria. They want their indigenous status. They want to be free. African Union, have you investigated these things to make yourself credible? The answer is no. Then of what use is your union? African Union, you know things concerning about human rights. And you see somebody doing extraordinary renditions that violate all international laws. African Union, why are you so mute? Who are you working for? Who formed you? For what purpose? Where lies your credibility? African Union, of what purpose is your existence? If you can let somebody, a country that had no president, and you stood for a minute silence for over his death, African Union, why are you so mute? Letting yourself be used. You are not credible. You have no respect. You have no integrity. Of all the African countries that comprise the African Union, you tell me there's no single person that can stand up, summon a meeting and say, what's going on? This should not be our rule. We cannot watch somebody that committed no offense be treated inhumanely. African Union, you're a failure. You are a failure because you watch the Europeans dictate for you. You watch the Europeans treat your citizens without respect. When they run from the disturbance, insecurity created by them, the Europeans, when they run from that insecurity atmosphere, they run to where they feel they'll be saved, and then they are bundled back to an African country that is poor, struggling to get up, and from there you destabilize the government that is making an attempt to restore prestige. And we are watching, we are not saying anything. I'm waiting to see any African country that will oppose Britain. I say, why are you doing that? They keep quiet. They all keep quiet. Are we going to talk because they voted us into office? They made it possible that when you conduct an election, you say, yes, Burkina Faso conducted election, fair and square. Mali conducted election, fair and square. Democratic, fair and square. Djibouti conducted, fair and square. So, when they have their agents put you in power, you have sold your respect. If African Union, if African leaders can sit dormantly and not push for the progress of Africa, there is something wrong. This is why I made this statement. If we can go to European Union, where is the headquarters of the African Union? At the present, at their headquarters. When do they conduct their meetings? It's supposed to be an avenue where oppressed countries should be addressed. And that will expose their lies. Then you see that these people are not in control of their union. It is a rubber stamp union from Europe. They duplicated themselves. European Union, African Union. European Union tells them what to do. They carry it out. Money. 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 It is not that we don't have the resources. We have the resources. There is no African country that does not stand in position economically to surpass most of these European countries. There is no African country that does not stand good enough to surpass most of these European countries when it comes to gross domestic product. Then where's the problem? The problem is looting, oppression, greed. When you deny your very self, when you as a president, when you as a prime minister underrate yourself in the presence of a white person, there is no way you are going to succeed. There is no way you are going to lead, because you have termed yourself unequal. You have belittled yourself and rested on taking orders from him. That is what you have adopted. That is what you have chosen to do. Hence, you have, even like in Biafra, even like in Nigeria, even like Oduduwa, May I ask you, where is Bajadiamila, whatever his name is? You remember during COVID, they paid this man, I think $10 million, they paid him something. And the next thing you knew, at the Senate, he told you the COVID vaccine has passed first reading and is coming to second reading. Radio Biafra was the one that raised an alarm. Lo and behold, some British citizens was pointing fingers at Biafran, at Nigerian politicians, that they have been paid to kill their own people by accepting the COVID vaccine. Today, we are seeing things concerning the COVID. Now it is Ukraine. Nobody is talking about COVID anymore. You see, do you see what happens to you when you are not free? When you cannot make decision on your own, when you cannot stand to protect your own people. This is the price you pay. Is it not the same Nigeria that instead of producing, expel their own doctors? Expel them. And then go and embrace Chinese doctors. All happened in the presence of the Oduduwans. All happened in the presence of Biafrans. All happened in the presence of Middle Belt and Arewa. The so-called government embraced foreigners to come and serve them as they trample their own doctors, as they disgrace their own doctors, as if they cannot qualify, as if they cannot dispense any kind of treatment. They embrace the Chinese. The same Nigeria. Nigeria would have in a second produced all masks of all types. Could not. They could not produce a mask. Oh, they say, China, come and give us the mask. Free. We will not pay. And you call this a country. He who goes a borrowing goes a sorrowing. Now we are sorrowfully owing. The states are owing. The states are owing the central bank. The federal government is owing the central bank. The federal government, the central bank, is owing International Monetary Fund. They are borrowing. They are borrowing from the Chinese. All your assets are under the control of the Chinese. Oh, the Yorubas cannot talk. We are drowning with the borrowers. The Biafrans cannot talk. The one that can talk, they held him. They are holding him. The Middle Belt cannot talk. They are mortgaging our land, enslaving us. The third time. This is not the second enslavement. This will be the third time. And it will be the end of the existence of the Southerners. Southern Nigeria. Because that's where you have the resources. Like I said, no African country is poor. The problem is your ability to use the resources you have. No, they will not. For the fact that they have made a decision, the only way out is to beg for European gift. aid. When we shoot gun, they will send us the guns. When we shoot pie, then we will create refugees and you will give us wheat. You will send us things free. And then we, the rubber stamps, will embezzle, sell off all this. This is a quick way to make money. And we have poor, ravaged communities. We sit and watch. Those that are capable of talking are not talking. Those that are educated, that can champion the cause of Africa, they are not talking. Appoint them to a post. They go there and sit like an elephant. And then come back. And when they come back, they will be in a motorcade. Oh, what a pity. A minister cannot move around without an escort. He is, or she is, almighty. You cannot go close to a minister. Why not? Because he is honorable. You have created a class. They are afraid of the crime they are committing because they are within the midst. They are in the midst of all the things that are going on and they don't want you to know. They are suspicious of your presence. But they will not tell you that. They belong to the class of the elites. Where are they being protected? You are protecting them from who? Meanwhile, Mazi Nnamdi is still being oppressed in a system that calls itself a democracy, where your offense is by calling for a referendum based on all the insecurities, based on all the disturbances. We, black people, can no longer continue to operate as if we cannot think. Because there is unseen hand. There are unseen hands that are disturbing us. We realize it. Since we have been able to decode them, let's separate and disarm them and be free. No. Why will you say that, Mazi Nnamdi? You're committing treason. What a way for people to reason. What a way. Are we helping ourselves or are we killing ourselves?
Brussels 1 million mega man march 2022. The imaginations of Biafra, Pampasonia, and Oduduwa Yoruba Nation, with the support of them people, they bring to now 1 million man acoustic mega match where them call Brussels 2022. Oh boy, this match go dey very acoustic because when locusts join legs together, them break calabash, and when breadfruit mature very well, the fruit drop by itself. So these 2 days acoustic and historical match where these triple Etekwele nations from West Africa and Africa, they carry go Europe, go show face for Belgium, and land Gidigam for European Union headquarters, where they for Brussels, where you go sit down JJ and talk the matter, carry the certificate and everything, show them the things where they happen for Africa, especially for Nigeria, where they call Nigeria and Cameroon, my brother, as Europe and their union don't open their hands, open their doors to welcome these triple Etekwele nations and Pampasonia Biafra, Oduduwa, and other ones where they come. For that 14th and 15th of June 2022, we they call on all indigenous people of these three emerging Etekwele nations, both home and abroad, to join this acoustic mega march. Because when you see Peter and his brother, you know, say the two short people waiting for this world, they don't complete. My people, this march will carry anointing and weight past the slap of Bianca Ojukwu, because he go dey play and he go dey show. We also they call all the people wey love freedom, well wishers, and people wey like better things to join this historical mega march for Brussels 2022 EU headquarters. As una also dey support Ukraine, come support these three emerging nations freedom from Africa, from the hand of Nigeria and Cameroon jihadist regime in power, where they carry out ethnic cleansing and genocide in these three nations. Remember, Brussels 2022, as our flag go fly high at EU headquarters, our voices heard in Brussels and our feet march for Belgium. Now to tell Europe and their union that we they overqualified and ready to be on our own and to rule ourselves, and waiting they good for Madam, they good also for Mrs. Therefore, as European Union welcomes us, we urge CNN, BBC, Reuters, Fox News, AFP, DW, France 24, Al Jazeera, Sky News, and other mainstream media for Europe and the entire world to join us for this one. No be Nigerian and Cameroon factor, but European Union factor. June 14th and 15th, 2022, a day to remember. Brussels 2022. Three emerging nations, 1 million mega acoustic holistic Etekwele march, a call for freedom of referendum, no be call for war, but to do the needful. Europe go do the needful now to avoid the greater crisis erupting from Africa. Now the three emerging nations from Africa, Ambazonia, Biafra, Oduduwa, they bring on this message. It could be very, very acoustic and populicious. Be there.
Yes, you listen to that. You heard that very well. The European Union. Have you been able to recall the statement by Guterres, the UN Secretary General? Did you remember when he said he doesn't want refugees from Africa? That Europe cannot cope with refugees from Africa. And what happened with refugees from Europe? It's not 1 million, not 2 million, not 3 million. But they were able to feed almost the whole of Ukraine. They were able to absorb. But you, Black Africa, they've had enough of you. And who are the orchestrators of this problem? They are. They stir the problem. They make you run around like a chicken that got its head cut off. And you run to them. And then they drive you away. When are we going to talk to ourselves? When are we going to hold ourselves responsible for our situation? Starting from us, we, the riffraffs, we, the miscreants. When are we going to ask ourselves, why are we answering miscreants? It starts with us. And we are the ones going to stop it. No, when you were born, you weren't born that you are a miscreant. You are born with the name Chukwudi, there is God. You are born with a Canadian Chukwu, glory, thanks to God. You are glorifying God's name. You are called Nwachi, child of God. That time they gave you the name miscreant. And you let yourself be devalued. And somebody that gave you a cup of rice and lied to you will come back and repeat the same lies, and you acquiesce, you agree. Then the same people, those you will trust, those you think that they have the brain, those you need to do to the education, you think that they can reason, they can make the situation better. No, they are the ones seeing that their situation, their comfortable situation will be disturbed. They will pay people to disorganize the drive. And who are they paying? The educated ones. You think that after running from their fatherland to foreign countries, you think they will reason, they have learned. Let's give you an example for all those that are dreaming. See what happened in Ukraine. You see how they treated African students. I'm not going to say Biafra or Nigeria, but you know what I'm referring to. No condition is permanent. When you fail to take the opportunity to make your home country good, and you depend on foreign countries, when that country you're depending on is disturbed, then you will know that you have no base. Then you will know that you're a doctor without a country. Where will you be running to? You have been entrenched. Oh, you are a Ukrainian. You married a Ukrainian woman. I'm now a Ukrainian. Whatever happens in my... I don't care. Now, all of a sudden, one morning, you are running with the same your Ukrainian wife. Both of you have no home. Let them pay you. Accept the bribe. Accept. To what? Your freedom. To what it? Come to the radio and lie. And attack the system that have been set. Attack and lie. Go ahead. Oh, you're doing the DOS. DOS did this, did that. You're lying. Tell me the proof that they're lying. You cannot. It's only conjectures. That's what you're working with. Somebody throws out a lie, which is a bait. You accept it. Now, you have been there. What have you achieved? Practically nothing. The agents, those that are lying to you, those that are deceiving you, those that are misstating the truth, they have an agenda. And this is their agenda, to stop you from progressing. Oh yes, fight against IPOB, fight against the US, fight against HO. Go ahead. We will see the end of it. Be a cabal. Cabalize yourself. You work with this group. Oh, because you go ahead. For the fact that you are in someone else's land, you are not safe. You are a visitor. You are not an indigent. Understand that they gave you a paper. Understand that what you have is a piece of paper stating that, yes, though you are from here, you are now one of us. And that piece of paper can be taken away from you any day, any time. And you're back to square one. When you have the opportunity to do something, do it. Do it. Let's keep on running all over across the continent instead of tackling those that are disturbing us. Well,
This one, no.
This is my home, and I'm home to stay.
Freedom is coming tomorrow. We will be the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, worldwide, under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They bring on this informate. Everybody, including human beings, minus human animals, clean your ear very well for this important informate. On 27th April 2022, IPOB they enforced the ban on Fulani cow and everything Fulani by fire by force. By this information, no Ochin Nama and Nama go waka waka for any road or bush in Biafra land, or cow parade, or cross country, whatever it be, catwalk, fashion parade of Nama, jogging and exhibition, sightseeing or excursion, and no more entering of Fulani cows into Biafra land, either by direct or indirect, crook or crooked way again. From 27th of April 2022, any Fulani cow we see in Biafra land don't become a foreigner, illegal immigrant, and occupant, and a wanderer, and contraband. Our people wade into cow business. We don't switch over to our native cow and goat business. Must have ranches. Why every ranch must get their ranch identification, initial recognition for easy identification of ranch and location. With the coming of these Fulani caused cows and their Ochin Nama, they use the opportunity to flood their jihadist foot soldiers into our land, who occupy our bushes, rape and kill our mothers and sisters, destroy our farmlands, burns, desecrate our lands, pollute our drinking waters. My brother, which one I go count now? Therefore, to this Fulani in our land, we say enough is enough. Once again, we say enough is enough to our people using 3 trillion naira to chocolate only Fulani cost cow every year. When no they add any value to our land, only destroy everything. Destroy our economy, destroy our lifestyle, destroy everything about us. You know to understand. From 27th April 2022, any Fulani cow, either by cow jailbreak, misroute or misroad, go face the judgment of the spirits of the land. Make you help us and help yourself to stop this Fulani defilement of our land with their unclean, abominable, and defiled cow. If they go destroy Libo for naught, say it no good. My brother, Fulani and their cow now the baddest resident evil in our land of Biafra, and we must checkmate them and stop them before they stop you. Bros, you know the shame. Say person will hate you like shit. They give you food and you they chop late. I be no be poison and death to the chop when Fulani cow never come. Whether you they eat as meat, then born you born Fulani cow or una be twins. Since you start the chocolate every Fulani cost animalistic animal, check your health and yourself. You don't come up for human being. Behave like animal and your face and everything change. Resemble Fulani cow for character, and you dey very disruptive against your people like the Fulani cows. From 27th of April, our special cow ban enforcement task force go do the needful, monitoring, supervising, and documenting all ranches in Biafra land. Use your hand to comot monkey handle before it turns to human being. No forget, e go dey play and this one go dey show. No be only audio. Our word is our bond. No going back. This one no be witch hunt, but na to cleanse our land and set it in order. Now the indigenous people of Biafra, under the leadership of Activism of our land, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they bring on this message. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Eziokwu, ọ na-abụ fe jụọ oyi, esitụnụ ya n'ọkụ ya ha gbara kpọmkwem. Abalị 27 nke ọnwa anọ n'afọ 2022 anyị nọ n'ime ya ka mmachibido nke Nnamdi Fulani ịbata na ịgagharị n'ala Biafra niile ga-akwasị igbodo ma kpụrụkwa ọkụ n'ọnụ. Ndị anyị na-akpa ehi Igbo, ewu maọbụ atụrụ ga-ahụ na ha ga-etinye ya n'ọgba ebe a na-azụ ehi, atụrụ nke nwa bekee kpọrọ ranch n'asụsụ bekee. Ebe ọgba ọsụsụ ndị a niile ga-enwe akara ejirimara ebe ha nọ na onye nwe ha maka ngụkọ ọgwụ ịgba. N'ihi nke a, ndị ọrụ nchọta wike pụrụ iche ga-ahụ na mmachibido a nwere isi, ga-amalite ọrụ na-egbughị oge. Ma ị bụ gọvanọ, sinetọ, eze, igwe, chief na-akpa nnama n'aha ndị Fulani, ihe anyị chọrọ bụ ka anyị hazie obodo anyị, mekọta ihe niile, kpara anyị ehi Igbo, wetara anyị ehi Igbo tinye n'ọgba. Nke ahụ bụ nke anyị kpọmkwem. Ka anyị hazie ala Biafra, mekwana ya ka ọ dị mma, ka ọ dịghị n'uche na ịhazi ala Biafra ile mmadụ anya n'ihu adịghịkwa ya o. N'agbanyeghị na anyị na-eji ijeri naira ruru 3 trilion naira na-eji ata ma na-asụ adịghị ọcha ndị Fulani ha kpọrọ nnama n'ọnụ kwa afọ niile na-enweghị ezi ihe ha na-etinye n'ala Biafra. Emechakwa ha were ego ahụ anyị kwụrụ ha na nnama were gaa zụrụ ngwa ọgụ ha ga-eji wakpo anyị. N'ime ya, ha egbuo nne anyị, gbuo nwanne anyị nwaanyị, ebe ha kwasokwara ha iko n'ike, gbuo nne anyị, bibie ọba ji, ala obi anyị na mkpụrụ akụkụ niile, tinyere mmiri ọṅụṅụ anyị ka ha metọkwara. Anyị abụrụzie kpomkpokoro tọgbọrọ n'efu, ebe ha na-ajụkwa anyị, unu ga-eme gịnị? Hel, ihe asịgharị otu a ọrịlanụ mmanụ nọ. Onye nyụwakwanụrụ na-eji aka enyụgharị onwe ya. Ọ bịa mere anyị chọrọ iji ohere a nyụgharịkwana onwe anyị nụnụnụ, maka na onye na-arachaghị ọnụ ya n'oge ogoro eshepụ ọnụ ya nụnụnụ. Ya bụrụ na anyị ji aka anyị na-egbute ụtarị na-apịa anyị mgbe dum. Ọ bụ ya mere ndị nwe obodo na ndị nchịkọta na-ahụ maka ala Biafra bụ IPOB jiri sị, mbanụ, o zuola, nke mere eme kpụrụ ekete, ọzọ emekwala. N'ihi ya, na 27 nke ọnwa anọ n'afọ 2022 a anyị nọ n'ime ya ka nwada ga-afụ ahịa nkwa. Malite na 27 nke ọnwa anọ n'afọ a bụ 2022, nna m ọbụla ahụrụ n'ezi maọbụ n'ọhịa na-akpagharị na-anọghị n'ebe ọzụzụ ya, maọbụ ehi maọbụ atụrụ maọbụ ewu, ga-abụ ihe eji achụrụ ndị ichie aja ma tojuokwa ala. N'ihi na nnama ndị Fulani ajọka na njọ, ma ehi anyị bụ surugede, ewere mpi ya ṅụọ mmanya, ewere ọdụ ya kpaa nganga. Ka ọ dịkwa gị n'uche na agaghị eji nnama ndị Fulani mee ọfala, mee elimozu, mee ịgba nkwụ, nye onyinye. Ihe anyị kwuru n'ụbọchị Eke ka anyị kwukwara n'ụbọchị Orie, kwuokwa ya na ngwugwu ukwu, kwukwe na nkwọ nta. Ntị naanị ihe aha ka okpokọrọba. Onye ọbụla dọrọkwa n'aka na ntị o, n'ebe nwata na-ebe akwa na-arụ aka, ma ọ bụrụ na isi nne ya egbu anọ ya, isi nna ya ga-anọ ya. Nnama anyị na-ajụ na ntị, na-atapịa, raa ụbụrụ ya, mee ihe niile, taa nkwọbi chai. Ịhụnanụ ka o dowara anyị na otu ihu anyị niile ji dịka ihu nnama. Onye ọbụla na-akpazi agwa ka nnama. Obere ihe gị sọ mmadụ, obere ihe iwe enwe gị, ka anyị lọtakwanụ na ejiri mara anyị. Eji na ụdara nwanne atụnyere nwosu, ehi Igbo, egwu Igbo ka anyị chọrọ. Ọ bụrụ na ịbụ onye atamata dị n'ọnụ tụmọchị, ịbụ tapias na lopias, ṅụpias na ihe niile, ngwanụ baa ihe ga-egbuwa azụ na mmiri, zụ nwa ọkụkọ Igbo, gbawa nko chewa n'ime mmiri, pụtawa ya. N'ihi na mgbe rice na-adịghị, anyị alaghị eri mkpụrụ isi ewu. Anyị agwakwala gị, Fero ha na-amaghị Josef gakwa ịbata n'ọgbọ. Onye sịkwanụ na ngụ adịghị ire, nwanne were n'aka gị gbaa onwe gị otu, mara otu ofe ya dị, marakwana otu ngụ ga-adị n'anya gị. Ozi a si n'aka ndị nwe obodo na ndị na-ahazi obodo n'okpuru onye ndu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, oke nwa nke izizi n'ala ọwụwa anyanwụ, na-abịara unu. Osisi hara ọnụ anaghị akụgbukwa mmadụ. Ọ nụrụ ka anyị.
Yes. What will happen when you lose this cultural music? What will happen? You know you're on the verge of losing it. You know they are attacking our culture. What you are known for. You are eating cow. From the Fulanis, your enemies, supplying you with your food. And you feel it's good. We have been shouting. We have been talking. There was no data about Onyendu. There will be an IPOB USA General House meeting Saturday, April the 30th, 2022. 3 p.m. Pacific and Mountain Time. 3 p.m. Pacific and Mountain Time. 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Got it? I will repeat it. There will be an IPOB USA General House meeting tomorrow, Saturday, April the 30th, 2022, at 3 p.m. Pacific and Mountain Time, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Come and interact with GOS and IPOB USA leadership. For more information, you call 872-242-0417 or 818-201-8884. The 4 regional coordinators will be there. The 4 regional coordinators will be there. Let us be sincere to ourselves. USA. Part of this broadcast today is actually directed to you, to us. You're forming cabals. You formed cabals. Cabalizing who? You want to be a politician. Upon all the crimes being committed by these politicians, they sponsor the insecurity in Biafra land. These politicians are responsible for the insecurity in Biafra land. They try to infiltrate ESN. They try to destabilize everything. Who are you serving? I will ask you again, who are you serving? Are you doing all these things that with your treacherous act, you will get Biafra? Are you doing this treacherous act that when Biafra comes, you will take over? Are you doing this treacherous act that you don't like to be free? Who is sending you? These same people that are sending you are the ones responsible for the killings. The only time you feel moved is when your relative is involved as a casualty. One good thing I like about what we are doing is this. A visitor is a visitor. No condition is permanent. No condition is permanent. Be an agent of somebody. Work against your own people. For what compensation? Even if you're sabotaging from Europe. Even if you're sabotaging from Biafra land, regardless of your role. For the fact that you know the actual issue and you try to bypass it, you try to sideline it, and engage in something different, you have your reason. And as I said, no condition is permanent. Internationally, you are nowhere. Let this be a principle that will guide your actions. Let this be a principle that will guide your decisions, the decision you're making. You don't have a base. You do not have a base. Your base is Biafra land. It is disturbed. Any other base you have is temporary. It's makeshift. It is not guaranteed. You only have a piece of paper. And your activities are monitored to tell you how vulnerable you are in a foreign land. Make a mistake, commit an offense. They'll tell you, look here. You are not one of us. We are simply accommodating you. How long have you been here? 60 years. Okay. From today, you are no longer one of us. We are stripping you of whatever right you have. You have no base. Then go back to your fatherland. You don't have any. Because you helped destabilize it. You assisted those that are destabilizing it. You are assisted those that are, with the help of the Fulanis, they are chasing you out. They are the principal cause as to why you left your fatherland in the first place. You have missed your agenda. You have forgotten why you left. Now, you are a man without a country. Your base, which is your fatherland, you handed over to the Fulanis, trying to be a cabal, trying to undo what has been set up to set you free. Who is losing? What say you now? And where do you stand? This brings you to the principle of Anyokata Mamre Abuofofo. Working together to prevent this disaster from happening is the key. Are you doing it? Are you participating? Are you sincere? Ask yourself your role. I am making it simple for you to know that here you have cabals, you have people working for politicians from home. And these are the politicians that are destabilizing your base. And you are equally the victim. You are a willing victim. Why you are a willing victim instead of unwilling victim is that you know the situation. You know that the politicians are the ones creating this problem. You know that these politicians are the ones that will never represent you. They have never represented you. Have never talked on your behalf. You know that. And you are still working for them. You are therefore a willing victim. And the outcome, you will bear the consequence or consequences. You have no base. Your base has been disturbed. Your base is being taken away. And you are watching. You think you are attacking IPOB. No. You are attacking yourself. You are attacking your people at home. Dish out the lies. I can't overcome the first lies they used to attack DOS. And I keep asking myself, why will anybody in his rightful mind attack DOS over the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's rendition? But when they saw those that were responsible, they saw those that committed the crime, they saw those that volunteered with their airplanes, private, they never attacked them. They never attacked them. Rather, they will attack the DOS. Oh, they didn't give us information. And how can somebody that doesn't know what is happening tell you? Authorities investigate because before they make public announcement. You have to be sure. But we never knew that as we were talking, as we were fighting, laying strategies for our freedom, those that walk around, that they are your IPOB members, collaborated with the politicians at home to thwart what we are doing. You see how long it's taking us to rebuild what they destroyed with lies and fake news. You see it. Anything put in place in the USA, they know USA is the strongest place that will heal Biafra, and that is where they focused their attention. Their agents are running around everywhere. Each time you put up anything IPOB USA, you see people going in different directions. I will tell you, you don't have a base. Your base is your fatherland. Here, be you a citizen, you are a temporary citizen. Thank them for harboring you, but at the same time, there is nothing surer than what is yours. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. If you don't understand history, ask the Jews, ask the Israelis what happened in the 80s. Massive exodus of Jews of Europe back to Israel. They were all over Europe. In the 80s, the door opened. Israeli lands were recaptured. Just like they are trying to exodus us from our land. The Israelis came back. The Jews. You didn't know it. And the worst thing you can do is to sell your land. Sabotage almost made, or almost being made, to keep you whole. Call out your name and where you're calling from. Welcome. You're fitting. Yeah, thought so. Your line is gone, so you can call back. I knew you were fading because you weren't coming out. The call number is +14847670848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. Do the best you can. Make sure we are free. Make sure our base is solid, not stirred or disturbed. That's what we ought to promise ourselves. It is very important. When you join politicians to destabilize your land, when you join politicians to do all kind of stuff against your land, you are the one losing. Did you see Rufai at his son's graduation in the UK? They don't have schools in the zoo. That is what we are telling you. That is what we are making you understand. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi ALOZIE.
Good morning from here. Welcome.
Very well.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Chukwumani. I'm speaking from my location. Mazi ALOZIE. I don't know where to start. But let me start from the African Union. Are you hearing me?
Mazi, go ahead. Each time you come on, just go ahead. If I'm not, I'll let you know. Go ahead.
What is the meaning of African Union? Are they working for Africa to save Africa from the bondage of slaves they are in? Or are they serving the white people to destroy their people? If you start from African Union, you go from one country to other, up to Nigeria, up to the government of Nigeria, up to leadership, senators, House of Representatives, all leaders in Africa, all of them are working against their people. Look at, for instance, in Nigeria, we have senators at the federal level. We have House of Representatives at the federal level. We have governors at the state level and the state House of Assembly. They are there. None of all these people are working for their people. All of them are there just to answer president and collecting whatever is there to their pocket and their family. And when you watch all this, you start to be worried. What happened to Africa, especially Nigeria? A country that have no plan to their people. Somebody cannot come out and say it and be proud to say, this is my benefit as a Nigerian. If you travel almost over the whole world, most Europe, America, and Asia, all over the whole world, people has benefits as they are from that country. But in the case of Nigeria, you have no benefit. And somebody like our leader have come up. God have sent this man to help those people that is in bondage. And the same people, their people are working hard to remain slave. The same people are working hard to remain slave. You talk about the America, because each time our leader will say America is the base of this movement. When they heard all these things, what they are doing is to go there, to stay there, and to destroy the whole thing. When you think about black race on earth, I don't know if I will say black race in general is caused by God. Some time ago, I think I talked about Cain and Abel. That Cain killed his brother Abel, and God caused Cain. And that caused Cain run away with that cause. Maybe that cause that God caused Cain is manifesting in black race, mostly in Nigeria. Because I cannot understand how can somebody be against himself. Our leader have laid down, the family has laid themselves down, their life, to rescue from Nigeria to Africa in general, from bondage. But the same people are running around to destroy their future. All these people, none of them may reach 70 years. They cannot even reason for once. Our leader is preaching honest and truth. Again, sense of reason. The sense of reason is to let you know that when you are doing this thing that is not working, at a particular time that is not working, you will turn back and reason and think the next action you will play so that you get what you want. That is what our leader is teaching. The white people teach black people only reading and writing and being a professor and doctors and all of that. There's no teaching about reason in black man, except Nnamdi Kanu, who are preaching it as of now. Reason is very important to humanity. If you don't have reason, you are not a human being. Even the animal is far better than you. And that is what is playing in Nigeria. You can see somebody blowing so many grammar in channel TV and all of that. But when you test the brain, you will then see that this person has no reason in his brain. He can speak any grammar, but there's nothing like a reason. Reason is just like salt. You can kill cow, you can kill anything and cook. Put crayfish, put fish, put everything. But if there's no salt, you cannot have the taste of that time. Are you hearing me, Mazi ALOZIE?
Yeah, go ahead.
Reason is the most important thing in somebody's brain. If you don't have reason, you are a wasted somebody. Let me close. White people, British, have their agents in Nigeria and Africa in general. Their agent in the West is your passenger. Until the day of the passenger will die and go to hell. Obi of Onocha is one of them in the East. These criminals and the evil men that tie Nigeria down, it will not go well. They have many agents. They are doing everything to suppress their people, to remain slaves. How many days did these people wait here and die and go to hell? I don't know what else to say. Mazi ALOZIE, let me leave you today. Tomorrow I continue. Thank you very much. All Biafra.
Thank you very much. The call number is +14847670848. You can work against your people. At the end of the day, you're working against yourself and your generation to come. In any which way you go, your generation must suffer the consequences of your action. Because once you destroy your base, once you deny your ancestral home, once you sell it, from this, caller, your name and where you calling from?
Dr. Chukwemeka Nnamdi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
You're speaking to your brother who's in Widow the Scavenger. I'm calling from Africa do Sul, South Africa. I greet my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a prisoner of conscience. I greet you, my leader. I salute you. Thank you. Dr. ALOZIE, I greet you too because I don't want to. I will be greeting you because the reason why is I have my reason. You are a good father. And a good father is not only that you are a good father to your family, you are a good father to your nation. That is Biafra, because you are teaching us everything. You are not a father that hides things. You are not a father that borrows and he don't tell his children that he borrows. When he dies, his children have to pay. They come and confiscate everything in their family and say that they even tell him that their father swore an oath. So that is a bad father. You are a good father. Thank you. Dr. ALOZIE, you know, Africans, I don't know whether we know the extent of the damages these people. You have already told us that these are leaders of borrowers. They are not beggars, leaders of beggars. That's what you told them. You told us last time. But me, I'm telling you that these are leaders. It's like they are city waters. And I don't, any reasonable Biafrans or any Africans should know that these leaders you call the AU, there is nothing they can do. Because, Dr. ALOZIE, as I am now, if I went to borrow money from somebody, I have to tell him everything about me. I have to tell him that even my wife don't have salt to cook soup today. I will even tell him that there is nothing I will not tell him before he release that money to me. And the worst thing is that these people called our leader Africans, they, there are healthy borrowing. If you borrow money to invest so that you can repay from the profit, it's better. But this one, they borrow money that they will not pay. They borrow money to buy perishable goods. That sometimes that perishable good in the Atlantic Ocean, it doesn't even reach the people they buy it for. They borrow money to buy guns. A leader borrowing money to buy guns to kill his people. African leaders, I'm telling you, African leaders, they buy guns and give their own tribe to go and kill other tribes. These are the people with the, let's say at least we are not young, but at least we are not in that grade of those elders. These are the people we Africans or African youth are waiting for to save them. They cannot save you. How? And are you expecting them to tell the Westerners to do anything, to tell them what they are doing is how? Who dash monkey banana? How can they open their mouth when they are all afraid, when they have all shit in their pants? There is nothing they can do because they borrow money. There is nothing they can do. But where it strikes me most, where I always cry, is for the leader, those prison warders of our own Biafra extraction. That once upon a time, 60 years ago, somebody said to you, a minority, not even a majority, tell you, stand up and announce to you and tell you that you will not rule yourself. They will not even allow you to rule yourself. They will not allow you to determine your future. There is nothing. This is what is called witch. But they say witch. When they see old woman in the streets, in the village, they say it's witch. But this is the real witch that have witch with Africa or with the Biafrans. Because they have told our elders that they are not going to allow us to determine our future. To strengthen it, they say that even what we can do, instead of us to do it by our hands, they will go to Afghanistan or Iran. Or that, because when they tell you expatriate, you think they will go and bring maybe somebody from Sweden or from Norway to come to do the job. No. It's somebody from Afghanistan. People who wear like them, people who act like them, they will bring. That they will not allow the Biafrans to do in it. But these people you still call them, you are still standing, you still proud calling them your leader. You still proud following them. When they stand up, you stand up. People who hold their future, people who are killing you, you still wake up and follow them, thinking that they will help you. Now, see the Biafrans, this is clear. It is clear that these people don't want us to live. And that is why there is no profit that will come out from these people you call their leader. Now they are scavenging everywhere, just even me who is scavenging here. Now they are scavenging for one president, one seat. 5 of them, everybody is coming out. Now, all the money they steal, they don't want to use it to develop their people. They don't want to use it. The money they steal from their own people. Dr. Kanu said, you can see what is going on. When I don't call these people Africa Union. I call this is Africa stupid people. Mazi ALOZIE, have you at least seen where these people are in AU, that meeting? The people you see there, the faces you see there, you will see a face that is sleeping. Out of all those 54 countries, when they gather there, maybe only 2-3 people is talking. Others are sleeping. Others are with brown faces, with brown teeth. That is, but they don't have any teeth, but they don't want to say, okay, let people who have teeth come. They have removed all their teeth, only make teeth in their teeth. There is nothing they can do. They will be sitting them there like a molded thing, like I don't know, like a statue. These people they are not going to help us in any way. The youth, you must take the future into your hand. You have seen everything. That is why we are crying. Biafra youth, we are crying. Let me say some of us who are in diaspora, it is because of the good thing we see. That is why we want you to see it. We want you to witness the modern world. We want you to enjoy. We want you to enjoy good hospital. We want you to enjoy good road. We want you. If we start to tell them what we have seen, I don't know what is it exactly that our elders, sometimes they tell us that they have seen what we haven't seen. What is exactly that thing we have seen? I beg them, please, help us before you die or we die. Come and tell us exactly that thing you see that we haven't seen. We have seen that you're supposed to have a good road, you're supposed to have a good water system, you're supposed to have everything. But you have not tell us exactly that thing you see. Because the only thing we see is what is driving us from our land. We haven't seen anything. Come and tell us now so that we will end this thing. Our leader have invited you for a debate. Come and talk. The only thing you do, instead of coming for a debate, you run for it. You plan. Crooked people. Crooked leaders, crooked leaders. You are a disgrace to our children. You are a disgrace to humanity. You are a disgrace to Africa. Thank you, Dr. ALOZIE, for taking my call. Biafrans, I love you. IPOB members, you are my blood.
Yeah, well, thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Mazi ALOZIE, good afternoon.
Good morning from here. Welcome.
My name is Mazi ALOZIE. I'm calling from France. First, I want to say something. There is a number that removed me when I was in IPOB Rapture Media in WhatsApp. And this issue occurred one time ago in Instagram, in Signal, back to our roots. The day when this our brother, this our fallen angel, Pastor Jack, removed David Pan. When something happened, he removed David Pan. When he was not able, he's not supposed to remove him. And we cautioned him and asked him to come and ask for forgiveness. He refused to ask for forgiveness. And then the next thing we hear that he joined the saboteur. There is one number that removed me in WhatsApp in IPOB Rapture Media Group. That number is plus 39 380 789 3603. I've been asking the person, bring me back. The person who sent the pornographic picture inside the media was not me. It was somebody. I mentioned the person. He told me that he removed the person. But add me back. He refused. The next thing he told me that he told me that the group is closed. When the group is still existing and is part of the admin in the group. Please, I want our media group to check this number and to know if the person is working with the IPOB or he is working with the saboteur, because not to hijack all the information of us and give to the evil people. Because if he said that now everybody is entering in Telegram, I am part of the even admin here, and that's what I'm saying. People are in admin, but this particular WhatsApp, I don't know who is operating it. It's part of the admin. That's why I want to complain this issue in the Radio Biafra. Let our people check this number very well. I can repeat the number again. Plus 39 38 07 89 36 and 03. Mazi ALOZIE, God bless you so much. That's the only thing I can say this afternoon. All right, Biafra.
The thing is that your complaint is confusing to me because I don't have a handle about that or know anything about it. So those that are aware of
what I'm saying is our media, our IPOB Rapture Media in WhatsApp, let them check this number and talk to the person.
Okay, you want them to make sure that that's the appropriate person that is doing what he's doing.
Yes, not to be a hacker, not to hack information to us and give to the wrong one.
Okay, what do you say the number is again? I'll write it down and let them check.
The number is +393807893603.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hello, Mazi ALOZIE.
Yeah.
Good evening from here. Yeah, Mazi, I salute you, Mazi ALOZIE. I always call you our big lecturer, our headmaster, you know. I thank you for what the lecture you gave us today, the awareness. You know, Mazi, you people have done it before, and you are still doing it again. You never give up. I thank you for that. Mazi, I remain Mazi Emmanuel, by the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. I serve the indigenous people of Biafra as the Paris Zonal Coordinator. Mazi, the things you just said today is a very eye-opener to all of us, especially to the saboteurs, those who are fighting this very movement. Mazi, you see, some of our people are always carried by emotion without thinking, trying to think deeply or remove their blind spiritual, they call spiritual eye. Because some of our people you are seeing today, a lot of people who are causing all these things, you know, we are calling Fulanis people who have no nation, who have no place to settle. And you think that they are not gradually removing us from our land. And before you know, just count from 1967 to 1970 till now, how many years? Not even 60 years or, you know, but Fulanis has their agenda from their forefather, from Uthman and Fodio. They never give up. Britain stopped money for them, $30 billion. This is the money they want to use to buy every people you are seeing in the zoo called Nigeria today. All of them has become lizards. They don't talk. They are fighting against those who are fighting to liberate them. Are you telling me that it's ordinary? But sometimes some people will say, they used to, is it voodoo or is it? No, there is nothing like voodoo. All of them have been compromised. Compromising is not, they know what you want. They know what the West, the Southerners want. And the Fulani know what they want. Not even Fulani, the Britain that is hiding behind Fulani, they know what they want. You see, there is one guy, one black French Haitian guy that I normally follow on social media. He normally talk about the Pan-Africanism and a lot of things, you know, and to the French-speaking countries. And what the guy was reviewing about 2 days ago is that the French government have through their associations do what? Only more than 30-something billion francs CFA. What are they going to do with such money? They want to use it to create artificial associations artificial people on social media, artificial people that will be fighting those who are talking bad against French presence in Africa, and they tell them, okay, they have to be saying that if they see those who are castigating French, they should be attacking them, telling them that maybe they don't want France, they don't want Russia too. You see the trend there. So they are seeing that people that will be attacking those people now will be just like the same way Britain created these people that is attacking IPOB today. We are seeing these people we are seeing today. British Secret Service are not far away from them. They are not. Because this is how they operate. They operate by proxy. They will operate through your own people. They will operate through those people that is speaking the same language with you. You will never see them. So, Mazi, these people that is fighting against us and that they are bearing our name, are they telling us that they are living in United States, living in Europe, everywhere, maybe holding passport, their artificial passport, holding their documents, thinking that they have arrived? No, they haven't. You gave the example of what happened in Ukraine. You even say that if you marry a Ukrainian woman and all of a sudden you be running, you and your wife will become countryless. No. People that married Ukrainians, you know what they did to them? They saved their lady, their girl, their woman. They say, you a black man, stay here. Our person first. You see, they say our lady first. You as a black man, you are going nowhere. Yes, we know you are our in-law. Yes, we know, but you are going nowhere. Stay here. So, Mazi, our people continually deceiving themselves, thinking that they are good in other countries. I am telling you, your own, you don't know what you are in. Just wait, be supporting all these people who are fighting to make us countryless, fighting to disappear all of us, scatter us everywhere. Then you are in Europe, enjoying electricity, enjoying free Wi-Fi, and moving around, thinking that all is well. Mazi ALOZIE, I thank you for what you are doing. You people on this social media, on this media, this holy platform where we worship, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it shall be well with you. The womb that gave birth to you, your family, it shall be well with all of you. Our Lord, our wife, we salute your courage. All those who are trying to bring us down, who are fighting against this holy jihad. This is my own jihad. If they don't know it, they should know it now. Mazi, thank you very much. It shall be well with you.
Thank you. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
That no good to see or that. That no good bula. Atru mene bula ba kamwa. That no good shav that no good go away. Awe ewa hala this guy. Obugala. Onyo bobu tishiri. Amuna yeka tani bula da sef kadent. Awato. We are the most. You see that no good. We Biafrans. We are the most rebellious and stubborn race. Awato the kind of law. Since I have to go to Kabiama, since I can tell you, no premier Nilo, I can get a low one. All kinds of Henelo, what one also. All that woman tonight. I think a brother sitting on the room, put die and I say, but no one wanted to follow Gala. They don't know what is coming to them. That I know that in this time I gave that I know they like to give to get the taxi. I tell you, then Gala would have it after. Or I went there. Before we came, that is not the Kanu said. That is not the problem of the guy. We are here. We shall see how we die in this generation. We take our life. That's the way they came. That's the way they came and over. Who is arrogant? Imagine the whole president of America want to give Koro. Want to give Fulani. Yes, to come up on board. Koro. Everybody is keeping silent and then not the candidates inside the hands of Taliban. Then the man is tired together. I told you about the Sinabra. You never did there. I'm a fella. Just to know. But I hear them anymore. Yes, I'm not telling you why I don't get it. There's something like that teacher doesn't alone together. I come on into a time. I don't know to find out. Anyone, all I said never lie. All our governors, all our ways, all of them could have said us. Koro, yes, and she's dead. You see all these our people where they die. Those ones where no one support Biafra. That is the time a lot of that. Take a come back here, kind of talk the car. Can I kill a man out of PhD? Can you change to a house? Look at the people that the wife almost they want to take our life. They pursue your people. They want to kill us completely. Then I think that they want to estimate us completely on this end. I know that they kill our father, bishop. That's how they think of them. Then the squad kind of machine thing, then I pay judges. Judges chapter 10, from verse 1 to end. And the same Judges chapter 11, there, from verse 1 to end. There, Jephthah sworn oath that the squad kind of help him to succeed. He will sacrifice. What happened at Nnamdi? Also, we're going to get pregnant. For the young man, I am ready to go to dinner for half an hour. I'll never follow you. If you were not squad kind of, they don't want you perhaps to maintain. How would I present when I feel like, then I did there, then I look at a car. I used to go to the I sort of just find out. Squad kind of a situation is what I go to Kabul. I decided, and I, Dara, then I think I do the squad kind of a kids like I told you, 1 Corinthians chapter 5, from verse 1 to end. Then I Hebrew chapter 8, from verse 1 to end, and the same Hebrews, chapter 9. From verse 1 to end. I think the Christian now. They are very stubborn in their faith. They believe that is true. And then you can happen to God. Then they think that they can happen. At the church, also know to our church. I would not lie. I did actually be my 100 on a book. Then at the 18th, I was a fellow. I can take such about the temple. Again, on will try to come away. That's why I got him, Father. Let the Father. Then I will say, Dara. Then I think that I will get. And to sit down gamut at the hand, I will to Biafran. On the other class to get down with me, but class to get the Jonathan. My class to get that is class to need a new catch for them. You catch for them when they look at Cat about consumption never do. What I get Jonathan to preach again, ever preaching everybody. All the other guy. What I come on the look at square. Then I look at me. Then you see, can't get on there. But there's nothing that you should also not got. Also, my dad and that's a common with the classic. That's a paper, to the new law with the child. Man, this says yes. Man, this is true. Man, this says they don't know what is coming to them. That's exactly. They will enter sleep and they will not come out. What I have to put from them. What I said that you put together, what you want to do. You want to know the honey, almost you can never come from how much. My heart, the Zulu love and I said, tell them the can I get out of that. Manu me Zulu love, you want your father. When you shop, you know, I said, no, I like to change that. Let me check our man, the Naman, like, good. Now, I like to check again. Oh, man. I am your friend.
Dear friend, David, thank you. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. When people are so deceitful, anything put in place to make us move forward, they criticize. They even go as far as attacking the protests that will be taking place in Belgium. That tells you how evil they are. Call your name and where you calling from.
Thank you very much. Mazi ALOZIE, good evening to you, Mazi. I hope I'm coming out clear, Mazi.
Welcome.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Good evening. My name is Desmond, and I'm calling you from Italy, Mazi. Mazi, before I go ahead, somebody just called about the two last callers, and he was talking about a number.
Yes.
He gave us an Italian number. I don't know what he said the number did, but yes, IPOB Italy knows that number very well. I don't get his complaint about the number. Mazi, could you tell me what he said the number did?
Yeah, he said he wants to make sure that that's the number. If it's not, if it's a sort of somebody that infiltrated their forum, so he wants to make sure, because that number removed him from the forum and never added him back. So he wants to make sure it's not people that are hacking.
No, he should try and contact the number. The number is a number that is away to IPOB Italy. It's not people that are hacking. Is
okay.
We know the number here in Italy. So if the number happens to remove him in any forum or add him, you should contact the number privately and confirm what is it. It's a legitimate number in Italy here, as long as IPOB Italy is concerned. So if he's listening, he should try and contact the number and find out whatever it is, the reason why he was removed from the forum or the reason why he was added, whichever way that happened to him. That number is legitimate in Italy, and it's a number that is very known to IPOB Italy, known to the national body of IPOB Italy, as a matter of fact. So he should try to find out privately with the number. Thank you. That is for that. Mazi ALOZIE, good evening to you. Good evening to, from this end, good evening to Biafrans all over the world. IPOB family members, and our leader is Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chukwabema will continue to be with you, strengthen you, and you will lead us into Biafra and even beyond. You see, Mazi ALOZIE, as usual, I would want to give out, encourage Biafrans all over the world for us to continue to support PSN. We know what is going on in our land. So it is our own responsibility to defend the land of Biafra, to defend our bushes, that our mothers might be able to go to farm and come back alive. You know, which analysis this evening is all point to one thing, that freedom is not given, it is always taken. If you are waiting for the oppressor to give you your freedom, then you might as well wait to eternity and you will never get that freedom. But if you are willing and ready to take your freedom, then you should know that it is your responsibility to do everything within the ambit of the law and within your powers to take your freedom. And one of those things we are going to do is to continue to support ESN. Biafrans in diaspora will must continue to support ESN. And in keeping to this faith, here in Italy, we have two numbers from IPOB National Body of Italy, signed by IPOB National Coordinator of Italy, and it is for Biafrans, friends of Biafrans, and well-wishers of Biafrans in Italy to call, and they will be directed on how to support ESN. Remember, I didn't say IPOB family, please. I said Biafrans and friends of Biafrans, because we have a lot of people in Italy who are not following up in what we are doing, and we need them to support, because security of our land is everybody's business. So we need them to follow up. So the first number is +39 35100 46055. I'll repeat, +39 35100 46055. This is IPOB National Coordinator number in Italy. And the second number is +39 37130 44902. I'll repeat, +39 37130 44902. This is IPOB national PRO number in Italy. Any of them you call, you will be directed on how to support ESN. And may I say that anybody anywhere who is supporting ESN must do that through the means that is approved by HOD, Mazi ALOZIE. So Biafrans, before you support ESN, you must make inquiries and be sure that that channel in which you want to use to support ESN is being approved by HOD, DOS. IPOB is under one command and control, and DOS is the highest decision-making body of IPOB as headed by Mazi ALOZIE. We must follow directive. It is very, very important because discipline is key in this agitation that we are doing. Now, what I want to say, Mazi ALOZIE, is that you see, the point of the matter is that everything happening around today is a sign that some people have refused to understand what we are doing. The people that think they are more wiser than others, and they will kill you and hanafu breathe, you know. And we have been telling our people that this is what is going on. Some of them don't want to listen. Now they are dangling Igbo presidency, playing with it to our people. Some people are jumping up and down. A country that is under chaos, people are being killed every day, kidnapped here and there on a daily basis. Even hourly, people are being shot down by the military, and the people are still talking about election of next year. They don't see what is happening presently. They are talking about what they don't know if they will be alive that next year. It's very, very unfortunate, and such people, I don't know, because the truth is that the Biafran people of this generation are very different from that of the 1970, and we have made it very, very clear to the world that in this time we are out to take our freedom, and nothing is going to stop our determination. We are very, very determined, and I want to encourage Biafrans that whatsoever thing we are doing, we must know, we have one thing in mind, that without the freedom of Biafra, we are not going to have peace anywhere. We are not going to live like humans anywhere we are in this world. Only the freedom of Biafra is going to make us live like human beings, and we will have our own value and our respect in the world the way it should be. So I encourage Biafrans to embrace this agitation and follow suit. You know, be disciplined, follow directives from the DOS, and whom we are going home. We must continue whatever we are doing that is positive regarding the restoration of Biafra. Our demand is the unconditional release of our leader. Binta Nyako and Jago Fulani terrorists can do anything, but the fact is that the law, internationally, there is an international law, and Nigeria should be the people that will be sitting trial, not our leader Mazi Kanu, because they committed international crime, extraordinary rendition. It is my first time to hear that a judge can sit in a court and say to kidnap somebody and extraordinary rendition person is okay for the person to face trial after the military invaded the home of that person and he escaped for his life. You know, so it does not only lie within the ambit of Nigeria court that we have the International Criminal Court, we have the International Court of Justice. All these people must do their work, you know, because they are the people that put the law, not us. So that they will not say they are not aware. That is why we are tweeting. That is why we are informing them. That is why we are broadcasting. That is why we are doing all these publications. So that they may know. Our leader will not stand any trial. Talk more of standing secret trial. They should release him unconditionally and conduct referendum. That is what we are demanding, and that is where we stand. Nothing else is another option. You know, so America must do the right thing. They are a democratic nation, and they must do the right thing. Because people who are killing people in Nigeria, the southeast of Nigeria, Biafra land, everywhere is filled with military. So why are they citing that they want to give Nigeria arms because of terrorists in the north? There are no military in the north. They send the military to the east to kill innocent people. Look at what happened on the Easter Day. Massacre every day in the land of Biafra. Torture, harassment, military roadblocks everywhere in the land of Biafra. So the world must stop to give ammunition to Nigeria can't ask them to conduct a referendum so that to your tent, Israel, everybody will go and will have peace. Thank you, Mazi ALOZIE, for this opportunity, and Chukwuemeka bless you from here. Ndewo, Mazi.
Ndewo, thank you very much. Thank you. The call number is +1 484 767 0848 +1 484 767 0848. Live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. Getting our freedom is a task that we must accomplish. We want to be free. There's no reason why we have to be in bondage. And for those of us that don't know what freedom is, it's best you know what freedom is. If you know it, then you're not going to lose it. You will not even play with it. You will get it. Just. That's the way it is. Caller, your name and where you calling
from? Mazi, good afternoon from here.
Good morning, Chukudi. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Mazi ALOZIE. I salute you properly. And I salute you on behalf of Biafrans for the good job that you are doing for our people. Mazi, I appreciate you. Mazi is your brother, will be calling from UK. Mazi, the same way I appreciate our leader for everything he has done, for all the sacrifice he has done on behalf of his brothers and sisters and the unborn children that are coming. He left his comfort zone and said, no, that my people are dying. I must do something to the whole world to understand that my people are dying. It's not that the whole world did not know, they know, but Nnamdi Kanu have to bring it to the light table so that they can show the whole world the atrocity Nigerian government causes who have been committed against the indigenous people of Biafra since the amalgamation of that country. Mazi, the same way I salute Biafrans all over the whole world, I greet you. For those of you that hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu voice and come out and say, no, I will stand with him. I salute you. At the end of the day, at the end of this race, believe you me, we must surely go home. But bear one thing in mind, that we are ready. Believe you me, we are not going to, there is no, you see the last 1967 to 70 genocide against us will be the last genocide against the indigenous people of Biafra anymore. I promise you, we are not going to stand and watch genocide against our people again by the zoo. We promise them this. Mazi, do you know that the Abuja Kaduna Road train that the Boko Haram and this WAP and Fulani terrorists, Mieti Allah, all the whole 8 terrorist groups that they, that this stupid Janjaweed put together, because they put them together to be terrorizing the ethnic groups, coupled with all the whole Sahel regions of the terrorists they bring in the zoo during the election. They promised Jonathan that if he did not hand over power to us, that they will shed the blood. And the minute, and Jonathan passed away, he did not put a fight like a man. Did I blame him? Maybe, I don't know. Let me put it that way. But now, the same people that drove Jonathan away are dangling presidential in his face, asking him to come out. Is he not foolish of him? Yeah, of course, he's very, very stupid and foolish. These are the men that these are the terrorists that chase you away. They come to mock you because Jonathan himself is an imbecilic, just like our leader called him. I have never seen an imbecilic human being like him. Mazi, if you see the people they kidnapped in that Abuja train, do you know that the zoo and their media and terrorist government, this terrorist government, you know they come and say that they have rescued all the whole people they kidnapped. You know, you have they said it, isn't it?
Yeah, I said it yesterday. Yeah, I said it yesterday. That was in my broadcast yesterday. I told you call back today and then make reference to what you want to. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, they said they have rescued all the whole people they kidnapped. But Mazi, this morning,
The terrorists themselves released a picture of a newborn baby from one of the women they kidnapped, a pregnant woman. If you go to Sahara Reporters, you will see the baby. The terrorist himself, they released the new born baby picture and show it to the whole world. A woman that was pregnant, one of their victims in that train, they kidnapped, delivered, and they snapped the picture of the baby and sent it out. And the international community are watching. They are watching these people, you know. And Mazi Kanu, who never committed anything, the Fulani terrorists kidnapped him and put him and pin him down in a dungeon, in DSS dungeon. Mazi, this called to my attention that Biafrans all over the whole world. Let me tell you something. One thing about me is this: I'm a man who stands with everything I said. Like as I said, that we are not going to watch the Fulanis committed genocide against us. All we are doing is to follow the rules of DOS and HOD. Just follow their rules. It doesn't matter how long it takes. But you see this freedom that we are fighting. Just one thing you need to do, Biafrans that is listening, one thing you need to do, be sure, if you are looking for peace, if peace fails, war can be the next option. Believe you me, anything the zoo wants, we are going to give it to them. Like I keep saying to you people, no, everybody should move fear. The zoo is about to see. Forget about these useless politicians, these criminals, agents in our land, they put in our land. People like Ishu Guzuro, who went to go and beg Alamajiri that his father, we don't know where their father come from, begging them for president. Say that he's Ohanese and Igbo. Ishu Guzuro. All of you have seen how Shetima Yerima is disgracing. He's talking, the same as Nnamdi Kanu is not talking for Igbos. Not as a culture. That they decide when Igbo is going to leave Nigeria. But Ishu Guzuro, Ishu Guzuro talking for Igbo, who went and kneeled down for common Alamajiri Shetima Yerima. And Shetima Yerima is disgracing him. So is that the people that is talking for us? You people that is listening to my voice now. Choose one. Is the issue Guzura is talking for us with the Alamajiri? All of you have seen how Shetima is disgracing. But dear friends, remain strong. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be free. And as immediately they are freeing him, they should give him the date of referendum. That is all we ask him. Let our people decide. If our people decide that we are going to remain in peace, he wash up his hand and find his way. But if our people voted that we are going to leave the zoo, they don't have no other option than to give us our freedom. But if the zoo think that they can bring fight this time around, this 21st century in our land, we will follow them bomber to bomber, head on. They know this, they can attest to what this is happening to them. We are not going to, they know, the zoo know what IPOB is capable to do. They know this, and they know quite very well what IPOB is capable to do. Mazi, I will leave it here. The reason why I call is to tell our social media warriors and those of you that are, monitoring the page, be vigilant. Open your eyes and know when infiltrators came. When you see them, fish them out. We are not going to leave any stone unturned. Either you are with us or you are against us. And if you are against us, when Biafra come, we will hang you. If we cannot hang you, if we cannot see you, we will drive your family out of Biafra land. Let us tell you now that this is the agenda of IPOB. So that you don't come around and say, oh, Biafrans or get a Cameroon. No. Those women that is listening to my voice, sabotage behind them now, think that they can get 5,000, 20,000 to betray IPOB. And some of you know, Biafra, I got to put in ala Biafra. Unaga hano, your compound, the guy where back in the school. These people can I put right here again. Nde, uno chasing freedom, I'm in the Kanu Putra. Library, Mbaya the Hobo, and one day. Because we, the Easterners, are the people they have marked for total extermination. Are we going to allow it to happen? The answer is no. We are not going to allow them to happen. Mazi, I will drop here. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you very much. And, that's we will be looking at the end of the broadcast. 10 minutes to go. The women will be on the air tomorrow. They will be on the air. About Biafra women. Join their program. Tune in. Right. People that are committed. When people that are committed show up, you know they are. This is where we'll be calling it a day. Be on the air again tomorrow. Like I said, and then the women. Caller, be on the air. Hurry up. We're almost done. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Your line is not through. Your line is not through. Reposition yourself. There you go. Reposition yourself.
Right? Not to have more freedom. Like a child, maybe of 2-3 years old, want to lock him inside, go to the market. The child will start crying, which means the child really knows what to do. These are the people who have said that they actually and like a spirit. This is my only people. Let people and their family about the media people who have been, obligated to pay all this okay. Whoever is denying that does not know enough freedom, we Christians, most precisely, those are the people who are denying it, they don't know what freedom is, thinking that person does believe in deep faith or faith. Because your faith also led to the rules of faith. Those who are not faith.
Well, I have to end here. Your line is not good. Okay, you're not coming out good.
Shout that there will be freedom for Biafrans. And this is the challenge we are having. So it's ever for mankind. I don't want to from the local government chairman to the internal, I wish thought that they actually taking to speak on that speech. It's a very precise one that you have made, and very point. It's me. I do not feel this media who have to publish people written by the phone. I have questioned them on freedom to publish because no.
Mazi, we're gonna cut it off here. You're not coming out true, okay? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Indeed has been underrated. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I tried to see if I can clear up, but you never did. So goodbye to all of you. We'll be on the air again tomorrow. The women will be here. And like I said, bye to all of you.
There. I was on a gig or on a show as a musician, as a recording artist to one of my friend and my brother to Kogi State, Kaba. And we had a nice time. So I said, okay. There. I was on a gig or on a show as a musician, as a recording artist to one of my friend and my brother to Kogi State, Kaba. And we had a nice time. So I said, okay,